Hey everyone, I am going to do this little short video on basically this is around a wiring harness. So it applies to everyone, but the C10 lovers out here will like this. This is an 81 square body and it has had a new engine, a new transmission, a whole bunch of other stuff done, but we're focusing on the wiring harness. And the deal is with this is I had to decide whether I was going with a one wire or a 3-wire alternator, and the customer wants the original 3-wire alternator, which isn't a big deal, but a lot of people have an issue with that. But first of all, let's take a look at the wiring harness. So there's a lot of wires strewn out everywhere here, and I have some other junk on the bench that doesn't apply. But the whole thing about this is we are taking a aftermarket wiring harness designed for this truck, so it fits right in place. And then we are going to be adding Dakota Digital, or adding an e-stop, we're adding a whole bunch of other options. How you deal with this is one wire at a time. So in this fuse panel and the through panel that goes through the firewall, any wire that doesn't apply, I go through this and I depin it. Now, I'm going to be using these extra holes where the stuff is that we took out to run other wires into the cab so I don't have a whole bunch of holes. And so this wire is no longer used, and we'll be putting wiring in from the other harnesses. Now, the whole thing behind it is this looks like a lot of stuff, but it's all one wire at a time, and you deal with one diagram at a time. So any of the options that I have, if they don't have instructions, I build my own wiring diagrams and I follow them. And then once they're done, I have a pile of wiring diagrams over there that I'm done with. I don't need to look at them. So you want to clean your space. Even though this looks like a total disaster, it is a very organized disaster. And then let's get to that alternator. So we'll take you over to the truck and we'll talk about that. So the question that I really have for you is on this, the customer, we are doing a 3-wire alternator, so that we're going to have 2 wires that plug into here and 1 wire that goes on here. Now, would you rather on your vehicle run a single wire or a 3-wire or update this alternator? Depending on the options, I have a lot of other opinions on what I would do and how I would do it. With this truck, we're going with a 3-wire, and I will have a whole bunch of detail on another video that we'll release on how to deal with wiring in this 3-wire alternator.